that's a key trigger that we're watching out for. But let's look at, what the Brent crude oil prices have been doing as well. And as of now, according to the Asian markets, when they've opened up, the oil prices seems like they've steadied up this morning as well. A bit steady on that front. Brent crude oil around the $75 per barrel mark. $75.86 is what it's trading at. That's the Brent crude oil prices. WTI crude oil at $70.4 per barrel mark is what Brent crude oil is trading at. So quite a steady move as of now, because do not forget, overnight we saw a sharp and steep fall coming in the oil prices, given that in terms of concerns around early interest rates cuts from the Federal Reserve, focus remained in terms of the conflict in the Red Sea as well, because it seems like there was an Iranian warship that entered the Red Sea as well. So that was a concern, and that is why we saw a steep fall coming in the crude oil prices as well. Also, the weak economic data from the top importer, that is China, also provided some bit of negative cues, and that led to a fall in the crude oil prices as well. But this morning seems like a bit of a steady move that has come in terms
of the warship's mission, but said that the Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei stressed on the need to maintain a presence in international waters.
Okay, also let's look at some of these important events that we're keeping an eye out on today. We have S&P Global PMI manufacturing data. US's FOMC minutes of the data will be coming in for the December meet as well. In terms of important actions that one are watching out for, so there will be two managements will be meeting, that is Aarti Surfactants as well as Adani Ports, and they will be mulling in terms of a fundraise plan is what they're looking at. Other than that, Dampo Sugar will be considering the proposal for buyback of its shares. PTC Industries will be also considering a fundraising via any securities as well. So keeping an eye on that. Other than that, important events one may keep an eye out on. There is India's top court will be pronouncing a verdict in terms of concerning a probe in the route that was there for Adani Group companies after the short seller alleged that there were irregularities. There's some decision on that front, or at least they'll be meeting on that front. Oil Minister Hardeep Singh Puri will be holding a press conference as well on matters pertaining to Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. And also, anything obviously in terms of the trucker strike, we did get an update that have called it up. But any update on that front, any update on the law, let's keep an eye out on that action happening forward as well. If there are going to be any concerns, or is the government actually discussing everything and meeting with the needs, is something that we're watching out for as well.
On to some more global updates then. IMF Managing Director Kristalina Georgieva asked Americans to cheer up over economic growth as inflation eases in the country amid a strong job market and moderating interest rates. Now, she added that the US is definitely headed for a soft landing with fairly strong growth prospects, lauding Federal Reserve's decisiveness.
Okay, and it was a stellar start for the world's largest crypto Bitcoin at that top $45,000 mark for the first time in 21 months. Now, the move largely bolstered by optimism over a potential Bitcoin ETF approval. So that was the reason we saw a sharp spike up in Bitcoin as well.
And Apple plunges to 7-week lows after Barclays downgraded it over concerns that demand for its devices will continue to remain weak in 2024. Remember, Barclays is the second firm to have a sell rating on the stock, making it the stock with most number of bearish recommendations in at least 2 years.
And let's talk about Tesla, right? The EV giant Tesla wrapped up 2023 with a record-setting Q4. However, they could not retain their position as the leading EV manufacturer, surpassed by China's BYD. Despite achieving a remarkable annual production of around 1.85 million units, Tesla fell short of CEO Elon Musk's goal of 2 million, while remember, BYD has sold almost 3 million units during this year as well.
And India's budget carrier Akasa Air is reportedly set to close an order for around 150 Boeing 737 MAX narrow-body planes, reports suggesting that the contract negotiations are ongoing and a deal announcement is expected soon.